Are you ready to go one step further with Indi? I've got an app for you. In this video, you can play to your students and follow along, pausing when you need to. Let's start by opening the app on your chosen device and having your Indi next to it. Turn on your Indi by pressing this button and connect it to the app by pressing the Indi button and waiting. In your classroom, you may have many Indis, so make sure the Indi you want is connected to the app by checking the name underneath matches the name on the top of the screen of your device. Oops, your Indi gets connected to the wrong device. All you need to do is tap the Sphero face in the top left-hand corner to reconnect your Indi. The cog in the top right-hand side of your screen is your Indi settings. Here you can change Indi's LEDs, maximum speed and volume. The three ellipses in the bottom left-hand corner is where the self-driving modes can be found. The curved pointer in the bottom right-hand corner is where you can reset Indi to the default settings, which you are going to need to do when it's time to pack up and change activities. Teacher note, in my experience, students love the self-driving modes. However, these can be limiting in terms of achieving learning outcomes. So I would suggest letting the students use it in a sandpit or exploratory session so that they can have a play. Now let's get stuck into the programming board. This is where the magic happens, as you can change the output for each coloured tile. This top section allows you to cycle through the different tiles and what they currently cause the Indi to do. The puzzle pieces represent what movement, colour LEDs and sound will occur once Indi senses that colour. Lastly, these tabs are where you can drag and drop the settings you want for each tile. Wouldn't it be cool if we could make Indi do a little dance, have rainbow-coloured LEDs and play some funky music? Let's do it together. First, I tap the moon, which I know is the orange tile, as I can check on the tile itself. Usually, this tile makes Indi turn left at 45 degrees, has an orange LED and makes a single sound. I am going to change the movement to a little dance by tapping on the movement tab, scrolling through and checking to see which movement does what. I want this wiggle one, so I'm going to drag it up into my programming board to replace the puzzle piece. Now let's change the colour LEDs. Tap on the light bulb and scroll through to see the different colours. You may even want to make your own colour. Here is my rainbow colour, so I need to drag and drop it into the programming board. Time to choose your sound. Tap the little speaker and scroll through to find the one you want. Remember, you can tap the picture to hear each sound. Then drag and drop it into the programming board. I'm happy with my settings for the Indi when it senses orange, and I'm ready to test it out. Let's get an orange tile to test it now. Making sure I'm on the floor and have plenty of space around me. Remember, I need my green tile to get Indi started with the new code. Teacher note. Now this is obviously going to be a lot of fun for your students to experiment with different settings and be able to further demonstrate their learning in a variety of ways. This is where we can go one step further and really tap into those higher order thinking skills of students, moving from being simply a consumer of technology to a creator. In the lead up to demonstrating how to use the app, you want to make sure the device with the app has enough battery and that you have allowed your students to get comfortable with using the app with Indi. Now that you know how to use the app, I can't wait to see what puzzles, obstacle courses and challenges you create. Maybe you might want to come up with your own learning challenge to test your teacher or friends. Teachers, don't forget, please share your successes and questions with the STEM.T4L Facebook and Yammer communities.